Skyzone.Society.
Yo, what's going on to all my people out there in the sports world? It's your favorite sports podcast. If you don't know the name, let me put you on game. It's the Zone Sports Podcast. You know what I mean? I'm one half of your host, your boy Big V. You know what I'm saying? You see my guy sitting over there now, his Laker splendor. You know what I mean? What's going on, my G?
Yo, what's up? Yo, it's your boy COOLC, never dating the floozy. Yo, it's your boy Corey, never telling the same old story. Yo, it's your boy COOL, always wondering what the hell. And there's definitely some what the hell is going on this week. For those in YouTube land, got the sound for y'all back. Corey, hey, Big Vito, what's up, man?
Man, what's good, bro? Hey, like you said, some craziness going on in the sports world. We're going to get to all that, though, but you know I got to let them know who we sponsored by. We sponsored by my brand, Skyzone.Society. Make sure you're shopping at Skyzone.Society.bigcartel.com. You know what I mean? Go over there and get you one of these good-smelling candles. You know what I'm saying? They on the site. They on the site, you know what I'm saying? Smelling great.
Up.
Get your crib together for the fall and the winter. You know what I mean? Yo, Corey, before we get into everything that we need to get into, you know, we got to update the people on the Chad Wheeler situation. You know what I mean? We still here on that. You know what I mean? Yes, we still the only sports podcast covering it. Yeah, we on it like that. So, I seen that a date was set for back in September 26th of this year. And this is per Yahoo. And they said that with the date set for September 26th, Wheeler violated a court order by removing his electronic home monitoring device on July 31st.
Oh, really?
He did that. He also went and stripped naked and wandered around a Seattle suburb before being taken to a hospital for mental health evaluation and was released the next morning. The prosecution lobbied for him to remain in custody and receive a higher bail. Instead, the judge ruled that he would keep the ankle monitor and have bi-weekly urine analysis, and never mind the fact that when the ankle monitor was removed, no one knew his whereabouts for 24 hours, which posed a significant threat to his ex-girlfriend's Taylor's safety. Even with this latest development, the September trial date has once become postponed. So, yes, that definitely happened again back in September. And I was reading another article in Sports Illustrated earlier today, which said that when the trial did come back around, it was postponed again.
So this whole continuance and postponements. Okay, beautiful.
Yeah, they're dragging it out, but we'll be right here to get drugged right along with it. You know what I mean?
That's right.
We'll see this thing through. We'll see this thing through. You know what I mean? And and far as his ex-girlfriend, just to update, she's still pursuing her profession as well, modeling and things of that nature. You know,
good for her.
Yeah, man, definitely. And just trying to get through it.
Word. You know appreciate that update.
That's it, man. Just want to update the people doing our job, you know.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like we told the people we was gonna do. We got y'all. Don't worry about it. We got y'all. You know what I mean? Speaking of getting got. What a segue, Corey. What a segue, man. What a great segue. Speaking of getting got or not getting got. You know what I mean?
Depending on how you view it, right?
Depending on how you view it. You know what I mean? Ladies and gentlemen of the Zone Sports Podcast, the zoners of the world out there. If you've been under a rock, let us enlighten you. Steve Nash is no longer the coach of the Brooklyn Nets. Yeah. They released them yesterday, November 1st, the day after Halloween. You out of there. You know what I mean? You out of there. They're already talking about hiring ex-Celtics coach.
Insane.
I can't really pronounce his name.
I got you. Ime Udoka.
There we go.
Ime
Appreciate
Udoka.
that. Appreciate that, my guy. They're already talking about bringing him in. I mean, they're talking about the ink drying today, as of Wednesday. You know what I mean? November 2nd. You know what I mean? Is it the second, Corey? Let me check my Apple Watch.
Yes, it is the second.
Yes.
Yeah.
They talking about the ink drying maybe tonight, you know? Corey, I got to ask you, though, man. Are you surprised by the firing of Steve Nash?
You know what? Let me be real quick when I say this.
Okay.
I love Brooklyn, yo.
Yeah.
I love Brooklyn. And I'm gonna tell you why I love Brooklyn. Because they take the circus clown show act of an organization away from these guys. For those in radio land, nobody is talking about the Lakers. This is beautiful. Brooklyn, keep up the good job, because Brooklyn is so Brooklyn. You know how you say the Panthers are going to Panther? The Brooklyn is going to Brook. Okay, let me tell you something. Let me give you a short answer to your question.
Okay.
Am I surprised that he got? No. Yeah. I am surprised at the timing in which he got. Big V, this is Brooklyn brooking up the joint again. Brooklyn. That's gonna be the move. So every time Brooklyn does something stupid, Brooklyn. That's gonna be that's it right there. I wish I could sing, but just know that when I say, or anytime somebody says something, it's gonna end up and say Brooklyn. That's how it is. So, first of all, Big V, you got arguably the greatest player in the world this summer saying, "Get me out of Brooklyn. Get me out."
He did.
Either Steve Nash got to go, or the GM got to go, or I'm going to go. And nobody goes nowhere. One of the biggest topics of the summer, which held the NBA hostage for 2 months, it held up trades. Okay, it did a whole bunch of things for basically nobody to basically go nowhere. Now, you got the GM, and I'm sorry, his name escapes me. But anyway, the GM and the owner, y'all knew damn well what y'all was going to do during the summer. So this reminds me of Big V of when Mike D'Antoni with our Lakers, when he was coaching us, got fired the 5th game in the season. It's so, Brooklyn, why would you do that? Why would you do it? Because you could mess around and get coaching candidates throughout the summer. You could go ahead and start working on that now. At best, you're going to get an intern or Ime Udoka. Now, let's touch on Ime Udoka real quick. Okay. So, unless you got some new news, now this is yesterday, and probably maybe up to about 12 o'clock today, they basically said they've been Brooklyn, have not made a final decision on coaching. However, when Adrian Wojnarowski, I know I killed that last name, when he drop a Woj bomb,
yes,
he ain't making it up, Big V.
No.
You know how I view the Woj bombs and Mr. Adrian Wojnarowski? I view him the same way that I view TMC, right? First of all, rest in peace, Amigos Takeoff.
Absolutely.
Right?
Hey, as a matter of fact, absolutely, man. Yes, rest in peace to Takeoff.
Rest in peace. No jokes. And I'm really not being funny with this.
No, absolutely not. No.
And I'm really about to bring this somewhere. Whenever I hear devastating news, wild news, or unbelievable news, or deaths, in this case with Takeoff, I don't believe it until it hits TMZ. Because you can say whatever you want about TMZ. Oh, it's a gossip site. It's this, that, and the third. That is the holy grail of information. And I don't know how they vet their information. I really don't. And you know what, Big V? I don't really care. I know that it is 100% valid. They have yet, since I've been viewing stories or whatever on TMZ, where TMZ had to walk something back. Maybe something small back in the day that I don't remember, but I just don't remember it. So I look at these insiders like Adam Schefter, and Wojnarowski. I look at them the same way, man. So where is they getting Ime Udoka from? Me personally, I think they're getting it from Brooklyn. But see, Brooklyn had a press conference yesterday, and they was asked about Ime Udoka. And they was like, whoa, where you get that from? I'm paraphrasing, clearly. We have not made a coaching decision. Matter of fact, we are still searching for coaches. And right now, the assistant coach, who I can't remember, is all we're focused on right now. So that's Brooklyn being Brooklyn. Am I surprised at Steve Nash? No. Somebody got to be the that somebody got to take the fall for this, and you know how it works. The same way it did with Frank Vogel. Everybody in Laker Nations know that Frank Vogel was not the problem of the issues with the Lakers or whatnot. It's the same as that thing with with Steve Nash. Did he deserve the job? No, I don't think he deserved it. But then again, damn, do you deserve it? Because it's kind of like, not that I wish anything bad on Steve Nash. I love Steve Nash, but I just don't think that he went through the ranks of achieving a coaching job of a stature of two All-Stars and one Hall of Famer, and maybe a potential Hall of Famer in Kyrie Irving along with Kevin Durant. So you get shit jobs like my man down there in Houston. You start off and you work your way up, but then I flip that and I'll be like, well, maybe this is kind of a job that he deserves, because it's like, dude, if you can handle this circus show of Brooklyn, you can handle anything. That's all I got, Big B.
I agree with you. I want to go back to the timing of this. I'm more of the mindset of what took so long. Why didn't you fire him over the summer? You knew you weren't about to let Durant go. You knew him and Durant had issues. You knew him and Kyrie had issues. They weren't swept under the rug. All of it has been on public display. People have tweeted things. People have said things to the media. It's been a circus show. We know how this was going to end. We knew it. We knew this already. Yeah, y'all flirted with maybe trading Kyrie. Stop it. You know nobody was going to pick up that tab. You knew that already.
That's right.
Just stop it. You knew it. You knew you knew Durant wasn't going anywhere. You knew that already. Right. Why not let him go over the summer? So now guess what? Now the team is here with a losing record, in the middle of a coaching change, and in the middle of Ben Simmons trying to find himself still.
Yeah.
So now you bring in a new coach in the midst of that. The timing couldn't have been worse. It couldn't have been worse. Why not go ahead and get rid of Steve Nash? Like everybody in the world knew was going to happen.
That's exactly right.
Like this wasn't a secret. Nobody was surprised by this, Corey. I damn sure wasn't. I was on the mindset of, okay, what took so long? And the more I thought about it, I'm like, y'all had all summer to just say, man, nah, we good.
All summer, Big V.
No, let's go ahead and bring somebody in and let's start everybody fresh with a new coach. Let's get Ben Simmons how we need to be. So now you bring in a guy with probably maybe have a whole new scheme and everything. Like, who knows? You know what I mean? Like, that's like that. I don't know. I don't know if it works out in their favor. Maybe. With Steve Nash going, that the team will start to gel more. I don't know. We'll see.
And one thing I want to ask you real quick, Big V. So all the issues with Ime Udoka with Boston and why cats, even such as myself, was saying that he won't never be able to coach at Boston because of the locker room. He may have lost the locker room and all that stuff. And obviously what Ime Udoka did allegedly is more so, even though it's super bad, is more of a Boston issue versus a NBA issue. So in other words, Boston could say, hey, you're done, which we don't even know. He's still technically suspended. Boston ain't said anything about letting him go or anything like that. Like last time I checked, you still suspended. That don't mean you fired. So I say all that to say this. You bring Ime to Brooklyn. So how does that work with your office staff of the things that, per Matt Barnes, y'all don't know the half of it. It's really, really bad what we did, stuff that we don't even know. And now because he got to a finals, that's the guy you want to bring in here? That is so Brooklyn. How in the hell you think that's going to work over there, Big V? I'm just curious.
I ain't gonna say I hadn't even thought about that. I mean, I guess things will be getting handled behind closed doors, so to speak.
Yeah.
But I can only imagine it being some stipulations inside that contract.
Yeah.
I'm more of the thought of what you said initially. How was he even allowed to get this job? Last time I checked, fam, you were suspended for an entire season without pay.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden now, like those stipulations don't hold up. Like I'm confused.
So it varies from team to team, clearly.
Like I'm hoping to learn more when he gets hired. You know what I mean? Supposedly,
he's going to get hired.
I'm hoping to learn more of that contract, man. You know, because I've been saying it the whole time. Like, how was he able to work?
Brooklyn. That's how he's able to work, Big V.
Oh my goodness, man. We're gonna see. But that has to be answered. How are you able to work with all the uproar of you being suspended for an entire season without pay? I know you're not going to the Brooklyn Nets for free.
No.
So yeah. Yeah, we're gonna see Beautiful. We're gonna see Zona. Let's keep it on basketball. But let's not, but you know, Corey.
I love this question that you brought. I'm excited about this next one.
Man, listen, I'm excited about this next topic just because I'm anxious to see who you chose in this topic. This is going to be a great discussion. I feel it in my
This is a really good one. This is probably one of the best ones you brought up. I like this one here.
And see, you know, it came to me, Corey. You know, I was playing a little 2K, and see on the new 2K. They have they brought back the Jordan challenges where, you know, you get to relive some of his
iconic moments and you get to replay them.
Yeah, you get to replay them.
Nice,
so dope. So I was this had nothing to do with this particular challenge I was playing, but it just got me thinking about the old NBA, and I want to talk about it on this podcast, Corey, with you, because. You know, if I could get more people over here to have this discussion, I definitely would. Because this is great. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I gotta know, Corey. Who do you have as the better dunker between Vince Carter and Shawn Kemp? Who you got, Corey? Who you got, boy? Who you got, man? This is tough.
You know what?
This is a barn burner.
I've been thinking about this ever since you sent me the notes this morning.
Me too.
And I'm inclined to push, but I can't do that. Okay. And I won't do it.
All right.
I'm a lean. So let me break it down. You know how I am. My analytical mind just works in certain ways.
Okay.
And you really got two categories of this, if you could say as such. And on one side of the fence, who is the better in-game dunker versus who is the better slam dunk contest dunker. Now check me out, Big V.
Let's go.
So I did a little bit of work on this on my guy Shawn Kemp, who got 48 kids, my brother. He's an inspiration to all of us. And let me tell you something, man. So Shawn Kemp has been in four slam dunk contests, Big V.
Mm-hmm.
And the highest he ever came was a runner-up, second place. So you may say, well, Dad, what does that mean? Well, I'll let you know what it means. Look, with anything, it's all about who you're going against, right? And so it looks like per Wikipedia, his first one was in 1990. And Dominique
Wilkins was in that. I was just going to say that. Yep, Wilkins.
Now, other honorable mentions in this one here, Kenny Smith from NBA on TNT. I had no idea he was on there.
Yep.
And you had Scottie Pippen, Rex Chapman from Charlotte, Billy Thompson, and Kenny Battles. I'm not sure who the rest of them are. But I say all that to say this. You was in the same slam dunk contest as Dominique Wilkins. Good luck. I'll let you live on that. Cool, right? But then he's also in the 1991. This is the one, Big V, where he was a runner-up. And so we got, I do remember, my man Kendall Gill from Charlotte, who was in that one.
Was Larry Johnson in that one?
Let's see. Not in this one. Not in 1991. He was in 1992.
Okay.
You got, let me see here. Kenny Smith again. Rex Chapman. Oh, and the winner, D. Brown from Boston. I once again say, damn, So he lost to Dominique Wilkins. He lost to D Brown. That's not a slouch, ladies and gentlemen. Y'all, first of all,
you had to be there. You had to be there.
Millennials, you had to be there, or you at least had to watch it on TNT. If y'all have not, go back and look at these. They're all over YouTube. Please, please, please. I know I'm not doing it any justice right now, Big V, but y'all just got to go back and look. This was before where kind of cats now doing the slam dunk contest, they already did something that people did like in the 80s and 90s. But obviously we're old, so we've seen it before. Maybe the newer generation hasn't seen it. Like, oh, that's such and such. Oh, that's the windmill dunk that such and such did back in the day. Yeah. So, okay, 1991, lost to D Brown. No shame in that.
Yeah.
I'm going to let you live. And then we got 1992, which he was in. This is the one where I can maybe give a little bit of credence.
Grandmama was in that.
Larry Johnson, aka Grandmama, was in that one. Nick Anderson from Orlando. John Starks from New York.
Okay.
Right? Stacey Augmon from Atlanta. But the winner was Cedric Ceballos.
Oh, the blindfold. Oh,
yeah.
Oh. So those were tough. At that moment, those are tough. The D Brown, cover your eyes, that was tough. The Cedric Ceballos was tough too for that moment.
Yeah.
And Dominique.
So if I had to argue if it was one that he should have got, maybe the 1992 one with Cedric Ceballos win.
Yeah.
Now, we got another one, and this was in 1993. He did not compete, per Wikipedia. He got injured, so he couldn't play in that one. So he said, F it, I'm coming back in 1994. Okay. The final slam dunk contest that Shawn Kemp has participated in.
Hold on, is that Harold Miner? No?
No, but you got Antonio Davis,
okay,
Allen Houston, Robert Pack, I don't know who that is, and Isaiah Ryder. Isaiah Ryder
between the legs,
1994.
Between the legs.
Bingo.
Okay.
So I say all that to say this.
That was tough too, Corey. That was tough.
It was tough.
That was
But
tough.
I will argue that between 1992 and 1994, he could have took one of those. But hey, what are you going to do? The competition is so stiff. Pause. It's so stiff that it's like, dang, man. You know, it's almost like rappers in the 90s. It's like, yeah, there was some bad rappers, but there was a whole bunch of good ones that kind of, had they had came out at a different time. So, you know, now let's go over to Vince Carter, Carolina Tar Heel brethren. Now, per Wikipedia, he only did one slam dunk contest, Big V.
Yep.
Per Wikipedia.
Yep.
And the one that he did was in 2000. But let me tell you something, Big V. You know, and I know, and everybody else know, that when you have a performance that's still getting talked about like it is, you don't really need to do any more slam dunk contests. You don't. Let me tell you something, Big V. Vince Carter is, from a slam dunk contest standpoint, it's just, as Nas would say, it's illmatic. This dude got 100 in the first round, 98 in the second round. And so you may say, oh, Corey, so it sounds like you're going with Vince Carter. Well, like I said, I really want to push on this. But Big V, I'm sorry. I gotta go with Shawn Kemp. I gotta go with Shawn Kemp. And I'm gonna tell you why. Because Big V, I'm not saying I could do it. I'm just a spectator. I know nothing about nothing. But it is something about in-game dunks that catches you off guard. When you're watching the slam dunk contest, there's nobody blocking you. Yeah, you might got some props here and there, that's that and the third. Let me tell you something, man. You know, and I know, and everybody our age know, Gary Payton and Shawn Kemp was death on the court. Those alley-oops that Sean Payton used to throw to Shawn Kemp, again, he straight-ished on the competition there. Listen, he would be the type would make you question, do you belong in the NBA? And I'm sorry, man. I think Vince Carter is the illest slam dunker of all time. But man, as Shawn Kemp, before I got up, and I'm gonna let you rock because I'm long-winded. I went back and watched a mixtape of Shawn Kemp dunks. And again, I'm not giving it any justice. If you go, just Google Shawn Kemp dunks, it's just gonna spit it out. It's just gonna spit it out. You're just gonna be like, oh my God. Oh my God. And I compare that with Vince Carter in-game dunks, which, again, I can't do it. Tar Heel stand up, but man, Shawn Kemp, bro. Shawn Kemp, as Vince Carter would say, over. Who you got,
over.
Big Vito?
Corey, that was beautiful. You took me down memory lane so much, man. I felt like a little kid. Like I feel like I should go crank up a Super Nintendo or pop in live 95.
Live 95. Yes, sir.
Or Bulls versus Blazers.
What?
You know what I mean?
Talk to him.
Or even Lakers versus Celtics. You know what I mean?
You better say that for the people in the back, Big V.
You know, you got me feeling like, you know what I mean? I want to go back and play that. You know what I mean? Because those games were classic and phenomenal, Corey. They just were, boy. You had to be there for that Lakers versus Celtics, boy. Woo.
Yes, you did.
Lord, you had to be there.
Yeah.
Man. And you took me down, you know, some beautiful memories of the dunk contest with Dominique in that windmill. J.R. Ryder through the legs for the first time ever. Cedric Ceballos with the blindfold.
Man.
D Brown with the you know what I mean, the elbow lean. Oh man, it was, man, yo, what a time. Took me down to Vince Carter, ain't hitting us with it's over, because everybody knew it was over. What iconic moments, man. Corey, yeah. I'm even thinking about Vince, his time at Carolina, how he was ducking all over Duke that game. Oh my God. Ooh. Oh my God. Oh, you know, man, I'm gonna go ahead and throw this topic out there, because we're gonna revisit this topic for next week, what I'm getting ready to say. Corey, we gotta talk about who was the better dunker at Carolina between Vince and Stackhouse. But we're gonna wait. We're gonna wait, because we're gonna wait till next week.
Gotcha.
That's a topic.
Gotcha.
That might be a whole show, Corey. I don't even know.
Gotcha.
You know what I mean? But Corey, I gotta tell you, man. With all that being said, I gotta go with Shawn Kemp. I gotta go with Kemp. I gotta go with the Rain Man.
What are your reasons?
They call him the Rain Man for a reason. He was raining on y'all heads, catching outies from the glove, aka, if you don't know out there who the glove is, do your homework. Do your homework who the glove is. Put in the glove NBA and see Gary Payton's face. No, Gary Payton ain't just some weed that you smoke now. No,
that's right.
No, it's it's named after the GOAT, Gary Payton himself. You know what I mean? But that weed stick to you like the glove. You feel me? Well, that's another topic for another day. You better go ask somebody about Shawn Kemp, boy. They call him the Man, listen, all I can think about is him. Was it Chris Gatlin he dunked on like that?
Ooh, I think it might have been.
Oh, he dunked on and was pointing when he came through the lane like that, and was it's famous. He was making fun. This is back when you could taunt in the NBA, and
yes, that's right.
Shawn Kemp, he might have invented taunting after dunking on you. Boy, he was good for catching. Boy, do you remember that in the playoffs, or it might not even be the playoffs, when Payton threw that lob, and Shawn went up and caught it, and it's like he swung all the way around the goal after he dunked it. Lord have mercy.
That's what I'm saying, Big V.
And stop it. Man, listen. Do your homework. Do your homework. If you're wondering why we picked Shawn Kemp, because listen, I know y'all want to go back to that iconic moment in the Olympics where Shawn Kemp dunked over that 7-footer guy. Yes, that was insane. That was insane. I know you're gonna hold that dunk to its standards, and you should. Let me tell you. Go watch Shawn. If you don't know, you know. If you know, you know.
Go doing it against other grown-ass men. That he won't doing this against plumbers. He won't doing this down here at the rec center. He wasn't doing it against air. No.
He was doing this mid-game against everybody every night.
And keep in mind, this was back when you can hand check You could damn near clothesline somebody and it won't get called a foul. Dog.
Balls to the wall basketball.
Man. Yes, sir. Nah, I got to give it to Shawn Kemp, bro. But it ain't easy. And I'm going to be honest with you. I'm quite sure somebody can hit us up in the comments and give all compelling reasons for Vince Carter. It's one of those deals. I'm not really going to argue with you on that because, I mean, you splitting them. But, boy, I'm telling you, watching these games live during the times that we grew up in,
it was different.
It was unreal, man. It was unreal. It was unreal.
Corey, but you know what time it is, though, don't you?
Oh, yes, I do.
Tell the people what time it is, Corey. What time is it, man?
Hey, man. You know, it is time for the What the Hell segment brought to you by me, co-sponsored by my daughter downstairs, but it's brought to you by me, solo, nobody else. Co-sponsored by my baby girl, Corey, who's chilling out on a milk bottle downstairs. That's it. Solo. The opinions are mine and mine only. I give shout out to Big Vito Corleone for coming up with the concept and allowing me to run with it. But these thoughts, they are by me, nobody else. And Big V, I hope we still friends after this, man. I hope we friends after this, man.
Oh my! Let me sit up.
I hate to do this, man.
Okay.
I hate to do this. This goes out to your guy. Your guy by the name of Andrell Anthony. You may or may not know him. He is a wide receiver. Excuse me. He's a defensive back. My bad. And he plays for your Michigan Wolverines. Y'all had a rivalry game this past Saturday. Y'all beat down Michigan State. Beat them down pretty darn good. But Big Vito, this ain't about the game. This ain't about the game at all. This is about Andrell Anthony being a jackass. And I'm talking about he's so much of a jackass, he's acting like Brooklyn. That's what he's doing. So let me go ahead and paint a picture. So after the game, you know, y'all playing in the big house at Michigan. And for whatever reason, y'all stadium is of those from the 1820s in regards of tunnel flow and how players can get from point A to point B. So in other words, there's only one tunnel that the home team and the visitors get to use. And you go down the same tunnel. The visitor team veers off to the left. Michigan, the home team, keeps going up and they end up veering off to the right. But you all have to go through that tunnel. Or do you? So, Big V, the game was over with. And I see a whole bunch of Michigan players basically just waiting for Michigan State to enter the tunnel. And Katz was like, well, why aren't there any rules? Well, I disagree. I think there are rules because there was a lot of security in between Michigan and the Michigan State players walking into the tunnel. Well, Andrell Anthony said, I don't give a damn about none of that. So Andrell Anthony broke stride and left Michigan and started getting into the line with Michigan State while they're entering the tunnel. And so he's hopping, skipping, and jumping with the energy. Now, let me be clear, Big V, when I do things like this, I always like to do a root cause analysis. I don't know if Michigan State said player, whoever it is, may have even said something to Andrell Anthony on the field. I don't know. It could have been. He could have said something about his mama. He could have said something about a deceased family member. He could have said anything. But I doubt it. And so I'm stuck in the sense of I have to deal with what I have in front of me right now. And I don't have what was said in front of me, if anything was said at all. It could have just been Michigan is feeling good about beating on their little brother, and I want to let y'all know about it. So Big V, he is hopping, skipping, and jumping. And Michigan State players is like, yo, man, what the hell I do? You already won. Now, I've never been an athlete, but I would imagine you put your all on the line, you're getting your butt whooped in practice, you get beat on national TV. You're already feeling some type of salty, Big V. And so now I got the skip to my Lou, my darling aka Brooklyn, aka Andrell Anthony, skipping and bumping all this. So, you know what? And not only that, Big V, Andrell Anthony of Michigan, he had his helmet taken off. He took his helmet off. Why? I don't know. So next thing you know, Michigan State, about 5 or 6 of them, proceed to whoop his ass. And you may say, man, that's wrong. Or is it? Now, see, Big V, I'm the type of guy, and I think you're like this as well, especially where we come from, the 252 K-Town stand up. I believe in getting what you're asking for, right? Now, I know that if I jump out there and I jump out there on the wrong person, I get my jaw shut and rewired. Well, what happened? Well, I jumped out there with the energy. That's the chance that you take. You don't know how somebody's going to react. But Big V, I'm more so getting at the stupidity of this Andrell Anthony, aka Brooklyn type of fellow here. So you're going to run. A college roster is 85 people on one team, Big V. And so you're going to go into the Dragon's lair, at least from a personnel standpoint, with your helmet off, and then one of the Michigan State players grab his said helmet and start, Is it wrong? Yeah, but you get what you asked for. Andrell Anthony, what the hell, bro? What the hell? You got to be smarter than that, bro. What are you doing?
What the hell?
What are you doing? What are you
I'm
doing?
glad. You know what, Corey? I'm glad. That's a great way to end the podcast. You get what you asked for, Sky Zoners out there. You know what I mean? We'll be back next week with more of the Zone Sports Podcast. Don't end up on the what the hell segment. Corey, I'm going to hit you, my guy.
No doubt, my brother. And yo, go vote.
Go vote. Go vote. Go vote. Go vote. Yes. Yes. Until
Peace
next
out, my
time.
brother.
Peace.